You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show, a wrestling podcast with attitude.
Like, that match better, or this other match, or whatever. And it's like, yeah, those other guys might have, like, maybe, like, done more flippy-floppy stuff and done crazy stuff. But what I liked about this match was, like, this was, like, it's one of those things where in a match where, like, two young high flyers can do all this crazy stuff, and it can be fun and exciting, and you come out being like, that match was awesome. But it didn't really tell a story. It was just like, big move, big thing, big thing, big thing. This one had so much fucking stuff going on in it to make me, like, remember it.
It got you invested.
This was Elias's best match ever, maybe. Like, one of his best matches ever.
Yeah, besides this one, the one he had with Seth, one of the pay-per-views, is really good.
Yeah. Okay, so, ready to talk about the Elias and Ali match. It had a little bit of a fun promo beforehand. This thing started pretty hot, you know, a lot of off-the-rope action. One big kind of windmill or spinning heel kick on Elias was where I really started being like, here, wow, this is going to be crazy, but probably Ali's going to win. Before that, Ali, you know, Elias kind of went down, and Ali kind of skipped over him, and that got the crowd kind of fired up a little bit. The energy of Ali. It was a little fun to watch it. I don't always enjoy those moments, but I liked it, and it worked with the crowd. So that's the other good thing. And then this is really when the match, I think when the match started like that, you know, off the rope, go down, little flippy show off, punches, throws to the corner, and then all of a sudden, you know, Ali with that spinning kick. And then what's really cool is Elias rolls to the outside, and this is when the match takes another notch up. Like, I score this match in points based on excitement. Ali comes off the ropes, and Ali with a suicide dive, but Elias catches him. Elias throws him backwards into the side of the apron, smashing the back of Ali, and then grabs him, hooks him on a suplex, and throwaway suplex or release suplex Ali, not just onto the outside on the ground, but onto the steel ramp. Listen to this. And that got kind of a rise from the crowd, like, ooh, like, wow. So, like, they've already kind of been into this thing, and now Ali goes flying into this steel grate. The referee starts counting. The people are kind of buzzing a little bit. Elias says, F this, and goes outside after Ali. Then, unfortunately, we go to commercial break because, right before that, Elias throws Ali's head into the side corner of the guardrail. And the guardrails are stupid, right? They're all padded. They look dumb. But I'll tell you what, throwing a guy's head into the corner of a padded guardrail was done just about as good as you can do it. And I want you to listen to this. This is really good right here.
To take advantage of an apparent injury. Oh my God! Face first.
So that was another huge shot right there. And again, these are unexpected things. We got so much going on. And then Elias also tosses Ali after that onto his back. So we have the fast little start that was kind of fun. The spinning heel kick. Elias goes to the outside. And then we start getting to see some things that we haven't seen yet, you know. The release suplex onto the steel after that throw into the side apron of the ring, which was interesting, right? You push a guy backwards hard so his back hits the apron, and he goes, oh, and then he comes back towards Elias, release suplex onto the steel. That was great. Elias breaks up the count, comes out and throws him head first into the corner of the barricade. So now I haven't seen that. I mean, like, so things are kind of getting interesting. All right here at the beginning, and people are getting more interested in this match as it continues. And again, he's taking out Ali outside the ring. As they go to commercial, Elias kind of kills time in the ring. Ali eventually gets back in the ring. Referee takes time to yell at Elias. This is all kind of stall stuff because they probably know they're in a commercial break. There's a huge big back body drop, though, in the ring on Ali. We don't see a lot of big back body drops anymore, I feel like. Elias goes for a cover. It was such a good match, man. I'm telling you, this was really a well-done match. And, Elias is whipping Ali to the buckle. picks him up and throws him down again, sort of these front body drops, back body drops. Elias is in control throughout the commercial. Rest holds are happening now. So now the crowd cools down a little bit, and they come back from commercial. And we get Elias going to the corner, Ali with a kick to the head. The crowd starts to kind of wake up again because now the good guy's starting to get the upper hand again. Ali with the big X Factor. He rolls into the ring with the X Factor. That's an exciting move, the way he executed it. They did a good job. Elias again rolls to the outside, right? So now Elias is going back to the outside. It was kind of a theme in this match, too, that they would kind of keep going to the outside. And then Ali would come at Elias with a suicide dive of his own, while Elias had his back to Ali. So Elias wasn't even looking at Ali. And he gets this suicide dive, smashing into the back of the head of Elias into the barricade. And then Ali is selling a leg injury now that he might have tweaked his leg or his knee. Or I think he's selling a knee injury. So now they're outside, both hurt. And again, they're going to go back inside the ring. And that's when Ali starts climbing to the top rope. And this is when, he kicks Elias away. I thought there was going to be a ref bump at one point. Then there was kind of a tilt-a-whirl into a crossface. And this was after, I believe I missed something. Yeah, I know what it was. It was Elias was down holding onto his arm because he was selling an arm injury. And Ali was selling the knee injury, but Elias selling the arm injury. And then Ali decides to just get on top rope and do a 450 on top of the arm of Elias. Like he didn't intend to land on Elias. Ali did a goddamn 450 from the top rope onto the arm of Elias, further damaging the bad arm of Elias. So now you get a guy with a bad knee and a guy targeting the bad arm of Elias, which is really cool. I don't think I've seen recently a guy do a 450 onto someone's arm because they know it's injured. So then we have that's another unique move that we haven't seen all in this match. And that's when we're back to the tilt-a-whirl into the submission move. So now he's putting the crossface on Elias, knowing that the left arm of Elias is injured. The fans know that. If they didn't know he wasn't selling the left arm outside the ring earlier, they definitely know after the 450 onto the arm. Elias actually gets to the rope. At that point, I thought it might actually be over because of the target on the arm and then the crossface. I thought Ali was actually going to win right there, and I was like, oh, that's how they're going to do that. And then electric chair for Elias on Ali, but it turns it into a power bomb, slips a little bit on it. Ali kicks out, and then Elias immediately turns it into this stretch muffler submission hold, which again is something, you don't see a whole hell of a lot. And that's on the bad knee of Ali. So now Elias is targeting the bad knee of Ali. So both guys are targeting their injuries. Ali breaks out of that. Then Elias further targets Ali by going after him and smashing his leg into the post on the outside. And that's when Ali starts climbing to the top rope with Elias. And I'm thinking, okay, someone's going to get suplexed into the ring, or maybe like some kind of Hurricane Rana into the ring, or something is going to happen here. This is interesting. But then as I'm thinking this, watching the match, no, Elias shoves Ali, and Ali goes flying up in the air, and he pushed off himself. But I mean, anyway, it was surprising. It was like a Spanish fly or a backflip, and then so I'm surprised by that. I'm like, whoa, what the hell is going on there? And as I'm surprised by the fact that Elias shoves him off the top rope and he was flying backwards, then you realize he also tweaked his knee really bad because his knee's already hurt. Now he landed on his knee from a high elevated position. So now Ali's knee is really in bad shape. And so now Elias thinks, well, okay, now I'm going to climb to the top rope and I'm going to jump off the top rope onto this injured bastard. The knee of Ali is injured. And now you're like, wow, okay, here comes Elias. He's going to crush down on Ali. But then Ali recovers and super kicks Elias, which is dumb because that hurts himself. And that surprised me that, that Ali then mounted offense on Elias. Now the crowd is super hot, and both men are down.
Oh, my God. Oh, that knee. That was spectacular, but Ali might have just destroyed his knee.
He's really good.
Meantime, Elias, look out! Elias caught with a super kick by...
Really, right at this moment, when both men are selling the injuries, or Elias is almost unconscious, and Ali just can't capitalize because his knee is so injured. He's crawling. He's the one conscious, but he's crawling to try to get back to the ring. And he's actually trying to get Elias back in the ring. He probably should have just jumped in the ring himself. So Ali then starts, sets Elias up in the position, and, he got super kicked, so you're thinking, now I'm thinking again, Ali's going to win this match. Here he comes. He's injured. He's so injured, and he's going to the top rope, and he's barely able to climb to it, selling that knee really good. And then 450, but Elias moves out of the way, and Ali smashes down and misses, which also pops the crowd, because they were so excited for him, and then he misses. And then, Elias comes in again, and Ali's going to fight back, and you're like, wow, if Elias isn't going to beat him right here, then maybe Ali can come back. The Insiguri misses by Ali, and that's when Elias stomps down on the back of the knee of Ali. And that's when Ali's just so badly injured, and he gets hooked in that fisherman hook suplex, the drift away or whatever it's called, and Elias gets the victory in just a absolutely solid match, man. Those are all the reasons why. So many little nuances and unique moves were applied in a match that really I don't think was that long. I don't remember exactly. I think 31-22 it ended, and it began at 20 minutes or so. Yeah, so we really had about a 10-minute match, or maybe 11-minute match. 8 minutes that was televised, although we did have the split screen, and it ended up just being a great match, man. And you got to give it up to Elias and to Ali for having a really, really, I thought, great match. And I'm excited to tell you that that's one of my favorite matches in the WWE main roster of the year, as far as main roster goes. One of Elias's best matches ever, top 3. And probably one of Ali's top 5 best matches, too. Both men had great chemistry. Again, reminded me of kind of Razor and Shawn Michaels in a weird way. They did all this innovation in this match. They had all these reasons for doing everything they were doing. Very exciting stuff, man. I hope they hear this review of their match. I don't know if they will, but it really was good, man. Very, very good. I'm such a critical person of everything, and I'm so mean when it comes to shit. But I got to give it to him, man. This was great. If you're new to the channel, guys, I hope you subscribe. My name is Joe Cronin. Follow me on Twitter at CorruptedPod. Subscribe to me down below on The Joe Cronin Show. Don't miss out on my other reviews, podcasts, news. We're live after every WWE event, AEW event, and other things as well. Support the show on Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. 30 hours of bonus content you cannot hear on YouTube. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks a lot. Here's some other videos you might have missed.